Hey everybody, it's Maggie. We are here in London. How cool is this? And I am with...
What's up, guys? Simon Miller here. How's it going?
All right, so Simon Miller is on set with KMS. We're here at this crazy studio in London. And Simon Miller, just tell us your title.
Yeah, I am the national artist for KMS California. We're here doing the new campaign and having a blast.
It's so cool. And tell them your Periscope name because I know you're building your
So you guys got to follow me on Periscope. If you look up Simon Miller Hair, I'm on there. I'm now hugely addicted, so come on and say hi sometime.
Okay, he just started the other day. So
yeah, I'm new, so don't make fun of me if they're horrible.
Yeah, everybody,
okay?
you guys be nice. So we're here at this very cool studio, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Simon is going to give us a little demo on how to get root volume, and he's going to break it down, and you guys ask your questions because I'm going to flip it around on him and I will tell him what you're asking. Simon, I'm going to flip it around and take it away.
Let's do it.
Hang on, let me do this. Patient with me, guys. We're flipping this.
We're Periscope. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so hello to everyone, and we wanted to give you a quick tip on just how to get some really cool volume, especially around the crown, but all over the root. So what I like to do is we're going to just start in the back here. I'm going through and I'm using, a nice root builder. And the way I like to do this, no combs, no clips. We're just going to take our finger and go through, and we're gonna really focus that product right at the root section. So even though I wanna build volume up top, we wanna start underneath, and that's gonna support the top. So just sectioning horizontally, going through, adding a little bit of product as we work. Now,
these are pretty, I'm gonna ask you
yeah, keep going.
These are pretty small sections, is that the deal?
You know what, I like to say, go big with the volume, and then you can always break it down afterwards. So if you notice,
is that a real head? Negative. That's a real mannequin.
It's a freaky mannequin, but it's real hair. It was somebody's hair. So we're gonna go through the sides now. Remember, it's supporting it underneath and also through the sides. See, this is where people kind of lose it, is they'll start blow drying now, but you wanna make sure that you're actually brushing that product through. Otherwise, it's gonna get a little clumpy. It's not gonna be that soft volume that we're looking for. So once we get that brush through, we're gonna take our blow dryer, always with our nozzle, and this is the motion. It's not rough drying, right? We're gonna go through, and it's called pre-drying. So we're gonna lift with our fingers and really blast that root in the direction that we want to go. The more you hold that, the tighter you hold that, the more structure we're gonna get. And remember, once you heat that section up, let it cool for a second. Let it set, drop it down, and continue working. I like to kind of work to one side, then work to the other side. If you're doing it yourself, you can kind of bend your head down and blow dry almost in the complete opposite direction so that when it sits back, you have all this awesome volume going through.
Okay, so what are some of the do's and don'ts? What are some things, somebody's asking where you're from.
I'm from California, but I live in New York, so I guess I'm from New York now, which is cool.
All right, so what are some of the do's and don'ts of getting volume? What have you seen people, professionals and real people, do right and do wrong? Okay,
so let's start with the don't. Some of the things that I think is they're holding the blow dryer in one section way too long. What happens there is, first of all, you're gonna burn your scalp, but you can also get some breakage. So you don't wanna get any breakage, so just heat that section up. Another wrong that I see is when people are using a brush, they're burying the blow dryer into the brush. There's no need for that. If you stay away a little bit, your brush is gonna last longer, the hair is gonna last longer, it's gonna be a lot less frizzy. That's the way to go. Some do's, definitely if you're doing like a round brush set, after you heat this up with a round brush, roll this back down, pin it with a double prong, and let it cool like that for a ton of volume. And then the biggest do of all is after you're all done, you want to hit it with cold air. Cold air is going to set the blow dry, it's going to add a ton of shine, and it loosens it up and it looks magazine ready.
Okay, so somebody's asking about the brush that you're using there, and then we also want to know what kinds of brushes you recommend.
Yeah, so real quick, what I like to do my pre-drying with is a nice vent brush. So I'll go through, the reason I use a vent is because I can rock it through. It's going to give me a lot of air that passes through the brush, so I instantly get that root where I want to go. Now with a Vent brush, you could get a little bit of frizz. So after I get the roots going, I come back in with a nice round brush. Any kind of round brush is your favorite. Boar bristle is gonna add a little bit more polish. Nylon's gonna give you a little bit more tension to it. So depending on the hair type, that's where you wanna go. I like a medium size, nothing too small, nothing too big.
And show us this brush. We wanna see what the company, what brand this is.
Oh, they're in the other room actually.
What brush do you recommend?
You know, I like a Via as a round one. YS Park makes some beautiful, beautiful round brushes. But here's a tip, if you're gonna spend money and get a really nice brush, keep that nozzle off of the brush, because if it's all bent and horrible, no one wants that on their head. So you want a nice brush, keep it clean and use it properly.
Okay, and then once you have the beautiful root lift, how do you finish it? What do you spray on top to keep it, or what do you put on top?
So after I do that cold air and run my fingers through, it really depends on that finish. You can get in and use a nice setting spray to really lock it in, using like an anti-humidity seal to really add a little bit more shine. It depends where you're at in the country, but you always want to add something to finish it, whether it's at the ends, something to piece it out, anything like that. But really letting it cool will give you that volume, and then the hairspray or whatever you put on is just kind of backing that up.
And what do you use? Somebody was just asking about sheen. If you put sheen on while it's drying.
I love the anti-humidity seal from Hairstay from KMS. I also love Dry Extreme hairspray if I need it to set a little bit more. Our new 2-in-1 spray is fantastic. If you want to go through with an iron afterwards, it gives you the thermal. It's killer.
Okay, and what if the client had curly hair?
The client has curly hair and they want more of that kind of Hollywood blowout. Go in, same technique. At the root, we're gonna go in with a nylon to get a little bit more tension with it. And then what I like to do is, as we pull out, I'm gonna do it with my vent, but you can do this with a round. When you come through, after you pull this section out, give it a nice twist and let that hair cool in that twist. You're gonna have a lot of volume through there, but it has a nice kind of flip through the ends too.
Okay, they're calling you into the set.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, okay.
That's good.
We'll talk.
Yep.
All right, thank you everybody. Thanks, Simon, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good
See you guys. Thanks.
All right.
Sorry,